Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Huskers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Castellanos. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some more.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Huskers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Seminoles. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he added the extra point. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? big pickup on first down. The handoff to Johnson. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Turns it on down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Never quit on a play, because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's McCoy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Noles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at 26 with the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sets up the screen. Shakes off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last...
It's a running room. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Play of this drive comes from the 27. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Seminoles have always been been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
And the Noles get enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. And back to the air on 2nd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, no! Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's key. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kick is in the air. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Castellanos. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Blackwell. Crosses the 40. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He wants to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you have to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Markway. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. They go to the ground. And some room to work. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Huskers want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it for a big play. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability and trying to get the ball to them as many ways.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Castellanos. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's caught. It's McCoy. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. keep it on the ground to open the third. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Release to the back. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Safe completion on the screen. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. short. They'll ride the running back here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Works the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Throws for the tight end. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The drive comes from the 41. The give to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Get it out on the screen. Oh, a lot of space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. Goes. Touchdown, Husker. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give is to Williams. Creates a little space. Smashes ahead. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Nebraska 35, Florida State 24.
Stands at the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's Pittman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. The Seminoles will move the sticks. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got